Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an au pair Q&A. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Aisling, I'm 19, and up until 3 weeks ago I used to say in my videos that I live in New York, but I actually don't anymore. I live in Oregon now. Yeah, I've just started my extension year as an au pair, and for anyone watching this video and you don't know what an au pair is, basically you are a live-in nanny in another country. So I'm living in America, I'm Australian. But yeah, an au pair is a live-in nanny, and you earn a small amount of like pocket money each week in return for childcare, and you get like a room in a house, and like all like you don't need to buy your food, you get like 3 meals a day, all of that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I do. So I actually did a takeover in January. It's now April. Sorry guys, this is so late. But I did a takeover on Au Pair in America's Instagram story, who is the company that I'm an au pair with. And I asked everyone to ask me some questions to put in an au pair Q&A. Question number 1. What kind of questions can you ask families to find the right one for you? Okay guys, so I'm just going to voice over this because I actually filmed an answer to this question, and it was over 5 minutes long because I have so many questions that I could give you guys. So I actually thought, if you do want to see that, let me know down below in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, let me know, because I would definitely film an entire video on questions to ask. There's just so many, and like none are really that more important than the other, so I didn't know which ones to add in. So yeah, just let me know. I can totally do a whole video on the like whole Skype process and stuff, and like tips and everything. So let me know down below if you guys want to see that, because it's definitely doable. Someone said, where did you buy your photos book? I'm going to assume that they're talking about my scrapbook, because I showed my scrapbook. I'll just grab it, it's literally right there. Okay, so I did like a scrapbook of my year. So this is my first year, it's pretty much almost done. I've got like 2 or 3 pages to go maybe. But basically I got my photo, like I just got this book from like Staples, and I just print photos out. I have like heaps of sticker books and like coloured like background paper. Yeah, so it's really easy to do, and it's actually a really good idea if you ask me to do, because I love looking through it and it's like so satisfying. But yeah, I print the photos at like CVS or Target, and the book is just like you can get at Target or Staples or anywhere really. And stickers, the Dollar Tree is really good actually for stickers, because everything's $1. Someone asked, where would you rather live, Oz or USA, not considering family or friends? That's a hard one actually. I think Australia, just because I feel like as people we're treated better there. I don't know. And just like, I don't know actually, because I think I think Australia. I don't know. Someone asked me, my phone is like going crazy. Is it hard to connect with non-au pairs? Yes and no. I mean, I downloaded like Bumble, which is like the app for friends. But sorry, that's a garage. I don't know, like I've messaged girls on there and they kind of like reply to me, but I never actually met up with anyone off there. So I guess like if you try hard enough you can meet up with like non-au pairs, but I do think it's easier to be friends with au pairs because like you have like a similar lifestyle and schedule, and you can like relate on so many more things. Is the 2 weeks holiday 10 days or 14 days? This honestly, technically... Okay guys, so I'm just doing a voiceover over this part because What I said, A, didn't really make sense, and B, could be wrong because every single family is going to be different. Not every family is the same, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want people to come at me or comment and be like, that's not right. So honestly, this is just something that varies, differs like family to family. So you just need to ask your host family, and yeah. I just asked the family, honestly, like I think it really differs. Do you need to renew your visa for the extension? No, you can, but you don't have to. So the next question is, living in New York, how much did your host family require you to drive? So I lived an hour north of the city, so it was a bit more of like a suburby kind of area, I guess. But I also had a stay-at-home parent, so I know that made a big difference because he drove them to school and stuff. I didn't have to do any of that. So yeah, I mean, it depends on the family, but I think if you live out of New York City, like out of Manhattan and that kind of area, then you probably will need to drive most days with the kids. Someone said, where do you come from? I've already answered that. I'm from Australia. Someone said, how frequently did you receive interest host family request? So I got an interested host family, or like at least one, if not two or three, every kind of day, except for like the first day my profile was up, I got no one. But I think it was like New Year's Day or something, so I guess no one was really looking on New Year's Day. But then after that, after I got my first one, I got like heaps. And then with my extension profile was like up for like not even 5 minutes, and I already had like a family. So I got like quite a lot. Like it was pretty frequent with my extension. I think that's because you're already experienced and stuff, I guess. Yeah. Someone said, if you extend, can you choose the states where you would like to go? Well, yes and no, I guess. Like, you can say no to families that aren't in a state you don't want to go to, which is basically what I did. I got a lot of families from like Washington, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, like Maryland, like those. Anyone that doesn't know the USA probably has no idea what I'm talking about, but all West Coast states, and I wanted to be on the East Coast. All East Coast states, because I was on the East Coast, and I wanted to be on the West Coast, which is where I am now. So I didn't even speak or like email families that weren't on the West Coast or like down south kind of. I wouldn't mind going, but like if it was like right around New York, then I was like, there's no point in me leaving if I'm not going to move far. So I guess yes, you can. Tips for video for applying. So you have to do a application video. Honestly, just be yourself and don't like try too hard. Don't read a script. And just like show your family and friends and like your hometown and stuff. I don't know, I think no matter what, you're gonna like cringe at it, because I know I did, and like my friends are the same, but like at the end of the day you have to do it. So just be yourself. What apps I use for travel? I guess she means do I use. I use Skyscanner all the time. Hostel World for finding hostels. Girls use Airbnb. I've actually never used Airbnb just because I've heard a lot of bad stories, and like I'm fine with hostels and stuff. I know some au pairs use couch surfing, but I personally would not recommend that because you don't know whose house you're sleeping at. Like it's very sketchy. Like, yeah. Expedia is okay. I pretty much always use Skyscanner and then find the cheapest flights, and then I actually book them directly through the airline because they're usually the same price. How do you travel to different states but using a cheap way to do so? All the states, like I would always get a bus to places that were like in the area. Like don't rent a car unless you really needed to. Someone said, how's the process to get your driving license? I'm actually in the middle of that right now. I didn't need it for the first year. I could use my international driver's permit from Australia, but for my second year I need an Oregon license. But again, coronavirus, so I passed the written test, but I can't physically do the driving test because of coronavirus. So yeah, I don't know what the driving one's like, but the written one, there's just like practice tests online, and if you practice you can pass it easily. Is it difficult when you pay your taxes? Any tips or helpful information? Au Pair in America actually uploaded a video under the resources. Once you log in, there's like the little pink 3 lines, and if you go down to resources, they have a video on how to do your taxes, and that's how I did mine. What made you choose Au Pair in America instead of another agency? So in Australia, Au Pair in America is like only the really agency we have to go with, because Culture Care stopped taking Australians just before I came actually as an au pair. So like a year ago now, they stopped taking Australians. So Au Pair in America is kind of it, I guess. What about friends? I mean, if I don't know any girl or do not have friends from the same country, I guess it's meant to be on the end of that. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy to make friends, but like if you put the effort in, you will make them. Like you need to put the effort in. You need to like message girls, you need to say, hey, want to hang out, like, yeah. How did you get your credits? I did 2 weekend classes. I did a Montreal class and a Niagara Falls class, and I actually have vlogs of both of them on my YouTube channel, so you can go check them out. Do you really get 200 childcare hours? I'm having trouble finding babysitting experience. Yeah, I pretty much had the 200. The best thing I think you could do if you don't have 200 is like go and like volunteer in a like preschool or like childcare, because you like if you just did that for like a week, you'd get heaps of hours. Did you get your family gifts? If so, what did you get them? I'm kind of struggling. I got my first host family. I got the 2 little kids koalas that said I love, like the name of my hometown, and I got them a few books that were like Australian, like kids like Australia books, and I got my host parents a thing of Vegemite. Are you on the normal program or the extraordinaire? I'm on the normal one. Are you coming back to Australia to live? Yes, so my 6 months will be up in September, and then I'll come home sometime in October before my birthday. Would you recommend being an au pair? Yes, if you like to travel, if you like kids, like, then yeah, like it's seriously the best thing I've ever done, and I do not want to go home. Are you extending? Yes, I'm in my extension now. At the time I wasn't, but I'm only doing 6 months, which is kind of uncommon to do with a different family, but that's me. How old are you? I'm 19. Can you show us your room? This is my room. I actually have a kitchen, a walk-in robe and a bathroom as well. I have like a studio apartment. Do you think it's more complicated to find a host family when you're 18? So I was 18 when I left. No, I actually, funny story, my host family I was with didn't want anyone young, but then they interviewed me and like actually really liked me. So yeah, I don't think it's hard though. I had so many families that were interested. Like, do you go on holidays with your family and do they pay you? Yes. You have to be paid 52 weeks of the year. It's illegal not to. So whether you're on holidays with them or you're not on holidays with them, they still have to pay you. How did you get the 200 childcare hours? I actually went down and lived with a family in Sydney for a week or a bit longer maybe. I can't remember exactly how long, but I looked after 3 little babies. One was like 3 years old, one was 1, and one was like a few months old. So I got a lot of hours then, and then I just had a family friend with a little boy, so I looked after him pretty often, and just like cousins, kind of a bit of everything. Why did you just, oh my god, my camera's literally about to run out of space. Why did you decide to be an au pair? Because I love children so much. Like, I just love, oh my god, I thought it stopped filming. Like, I just love kids so much, and I really wanted to work with them, and I wanted to take a gap year, and I wanted to travel, so really this was like perfect for me. Can you remember some of the questions in the embassy from the United States? When I got my visa, I had a really chilled out guy. He barely asked me anything. He was just like, how many kids are you looking after and where are you living, or something really simple like that. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and hopefully I can film some more videos in a new room because I really like it and I have so much more free time now. So hopefully there'll be more videos coming your way. Let me know if you'd like to know or like see any other videos or any like au pair related videos in the comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you are watching this because you're an au pair or you're becoming an au pair, make sure you subscribe because I vlog all of my traveling, and I put like where I stay and things like that, which I feel like when you're an au pair, and I'm staying at like cheap places like hostels and stuff, so like if you want to like advice on places to stay, like I've got like Chicago vlogs, I've got Niagara Falls, like I've got so many travel vlogs on my channel, like Miami. Yeah, so go check out the rest of my videos if you want to see some travel videos from like au pair perspective. Yeah, but thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.